So, I've been thinking about this off and on for a long, long time. I have. Neuralink. Whoopsie. Neuralink. And hello. Can Neuralink read your thoughts? Rather than physically moving your arm through the the computer's analysis is used to move a robot arm or a computer cursor in exactly the way that you planned in your head. It is entirely conceivable that a computer could read your thoughts and reconstruct a scene that you're imagining in your mind's eye. So it's entirely conceivable that a computer could read your thoughts and reconstruct a scene that you're imagining in your mind's eye. How Elon Musk Neuralink will read your mind. A do-it-yourself life tech. You may say, Gina, honey, that's not possible. Why isn't it possible? Why isn't it possible? Tell me why it's not possible. It's possible in that book. It is possible in that book. Look at that. A dystopian novel, 1984, written in 1949. See, now there's that date again. 1947, the Roswell incident. And here we have the book, 1984. Let's just turn that 4 into an 8. Let's just say 1948. Okay, 1948. And this is 1949. Let's just say that when that Admiral Byrd came back from Middle Earth, and then the Roswell incidents, the Dead Sea Scrolls, everything changed. I did not know this book was written in 1949, so it makes absolute sense, considering the UFOs and aliens and all of this stuff. The thought police. The secret police of the superstate of Oceania, who discover and punish your thoughts. Really, they thought crime. Personal and political thoughts unapproved by the Ixox regime. Oceania. So, I really think that should say 1948. I really do. So, can Neuralink read your thoughts? Well, it's entirely conceivable that a computer could read your thoughts and reconstruct a scene that you're imagining in your mind's eye. That's really, really creepy. It really is. Your thoughts are not your own. It's not your own. Hello, everyone. So, yeah, this is the news that came out today with Mr. Musk. It cost Neuralink is just now starting, looks like, on the crypto market, because this is the thing for crypto. They have all these digits and stuff. It's, look at that. Boom. So, if you were to go to the news, he's all in the news today because he had to do his, whatever it was that he did. Let me look. He had to do this. See, this makes the news, but we're not supposed to talk about it. And before they get to this point, 2023, he was showing that last year. We showed it last year, you all. We showed him talking about his chip. We did. And he had already tested it on, it wasn't monkeys, it was some other type of animals. Oh, he's already developed the robot to do this. He has. He's developed the robot. And let me go back to this, you all. It's the implications of this. It starts off as, you know, it can help paralyze people and things like that is what they say. But when they get into doing this like that, it's about the size of a penny. Maybe, perhaps, and it just dangles. Look at that. So, I wanted to get over to this one spot if I can get to it. Yeah, he hopes to test it. They've already tested some. This ain't a happy video. It's really not. Well, what's your breaking down? They've already got the robot built that will do it, and it's razor sharp that goes into your head, you all. Razor sharp in your head, this robot, and I guess I can't really get into it. It's all right, I don't need to, but in 1948, a book was written in 1949. You just might as well turn this around to 1948, since the Roswell was 1947 or so. Admiral Byrd, 47 or 48, I forget now. You might as well say this. I think they specifically named it 48 to turn it backwards, to make it backwards, and they really meant 1948 was the year. Yeah. I haven't heard of that right there. I don't really do too much stuff in here, but look at that. Your thoughts, unapproved. You can't say that you wasn't planning on doing something, because everything starts as a thought. It's when you plan it, when you start working out, acting on that thought, that's when you get yourself in trouble. But in this case, even having such a thought, you're going to get yourself in trouble. You are. It's aliens. The aliens are involved, you all. There's no doubt about it in my mind. Since this book was written in 1949, the aliens are doing it. It's the aliens. I'm convinced. And they're not good. They're not good aliens at all. That's what I think. Not good at all. Bad, bad aliens. And I don't like it. I never read that book, and I'm not going to read it. I'm not. To think that this book was written back in 1949, which really, it should have been called 1948, but they didn't want to. And they act like it's so, oh, it's just so normal. It's so normal to get a chip in your head. It's so normal. That's what they make it seem like. totally normal. And so look, when you start clicking these down, can it be removed? Oh, it can be removed safely. Well, have you tried removing it safely? You wouldn't know if it can be removed safely unless you already did trial runs. Isn't that right? You wouldn't know unless you've been working on it for a long, long time. You don't make something like this overnight. You don't. It's already been tested. It's, look, what are the disadvantages? Oh, okay, I've never heard of a bioconservative. It suppresses the frontier, the frontier between the natural and the artificial, human machine, living and no living. It is the merger of human intelligence and artificial intelligence sought by Musk, and would be as much an artificialization of the human as a humanization of the machine. I've never heard of a bioconservative, but that's what it is. It suppresses the frontier between the natural and artificial, living and no living. Never heard that, you all. There's a lot of people that don't agree with it. But if it's going to read your thoughts and reconstruct the scene in your mind, oh my gosh, that's really scary. Would you feel the pain from it? No, but look at this. The electrodes will feed into the link device itself, which is about the diameter of a quarter, about 5 times as thick, and it sits on a hole that's drilled into your skull. And the brain itself has no pain receptors, and brain surgery is already often carried out under the local anesthesia. Can it cure your addiction? The electrodes are thin, flexible, and can be implanted with a novel sewing robot, making it possible to install thousands of electrodes without disturbing your brain tissue. How did they know it can do that if they're only in their trials? This has been going on for years and years. It would have to. Even if these improvements, Neuralink won't be able to cure psychiatric brain disorders like addiction and depression. Oh, so I guess those people are out of luck. Can it erase your memories? It can lead, Musk Neuralink could lead to hackers erasing memories. They worry about the potential impacts of Neuralink and other brain-computer interfaces, speculating the memory hacking might be possible. Look at that. Animal abuse. Is it unethical? Let's see if they say it's unethical. An official complaint with the USDA. Neuralink has inadequate animal care and invasive testing. The company has refuted the allegations, affirming that it works with animals in a humane manner. Well, what about humans? This didn't even answer the question. Ethical issues. What about you're using it on humans now? Is it ready? I thought they already did stick it in there. Stick it in a human. It can't cure, it can't cure Alzheimer's. They just said it. It'd be like a psychological disorders he believes could treat, including Parkinson's. So he says, but will it be used for that? Can it send signals? A Neuralink might not be able to teach us martial arts, but it will be able to send and receive electrical signals through the brain to control machines. Can you erase the memory of someone? Memory erasure has been shown to be possible in experimental conditions. Some of the techniques currently being investigated is a drug-induced amnesia, selective memory suppression, destruction of neurons, interruption of memory, reconsolidation, and disruption of specific molecular mechanisms. There's been movies where people have had memories implanted in their head, and they're with somebody they've never been with, but the other person knows they've never been with them, but they've got a memory put in their head. What did it do to the pig? It unveiled a pig named Gertrude that has a coin-sized chip in its brain for 2 months, and the successful implantation in the brain shows an early step toward curing human diseases. Can you buy it? Is Neuralink the metaverse? A metaverse represents a virtual ecosystem that parallels our physical world. It also refers to any technological protocol that allows users to access digital spaces. Neuralink, on the other hand, functions as a neurotech business founded in 2016. But what about in the future? What will it function as? Really, what will it? What language does it use? C+ and Python to monitor neural activity. It's programmable. Look at that, you are programmable. It's like, oh my gosh. Phew. 1948. Dystopian novel, 1948, written in 1949. You get punished by your thoughts, and they'll hunt you down as if you've already committed it, you all. It really is. It is alien. It's bad aliens. Whoever wrote this book was writing about the bad aliens. They came and they're here, the bad aliens. They've been here for since 19 whatever. It's the bad aliens. That's kind of sad, really, because if you do the Roswell, 19, Roswell. The Roswell Incident, 1947. It's aliens. Well, let's look at Admiral Byrd. Admiral Byrd. No, I want to see the Middle Earth. It's not saying when he went to the Middle Earth. Okay. Arctic. Oceania. Could Oceania be near the Arctic, you all? Since that's when he, the Navy, Operation High Jump, 1946 to 47. Could Oceania be considered Antarctica? Let's look. Thank you for your comments, although I can't look at them. I use my cell phone. Yep, it is, you all. Look. The region of Oceania includes Australia. Oh, wow. The realms of the Pacific Islands and the polar regions of the Arctic and Antarctic. Australia. That's no wonder there's so much activity going on in Australia. Oceania. And then we have, what Where was Oceania again, you all? Oh, here we go. The superstate of Oceania, right here. And journey. Admiral Byrd went to Antarctica, in the center of Antarctica. So Oceania, and we've got nations from around the world that, you know, are in Antarctica, which is right there. It's a very powerful region. It really is very powerful. That's isn't that interesting, you all? Oceania, and 1948 book written in 1949, dystopian novel, the superstate of Oceania, and your thoughts, and Mr. Musk's thought process. Look at that. Put it in your head. Brain computer interfaces. Get your head hacked. It's entirely conceivable that a computer can read your thoughts and reconstruct the scene that you're imagining in your mind's eye. So when you do that, the thought police, so the superstate of Oceania, which is these regions right here, will discover and punish thought crimes, personal and political thoughts unapproved by Ing Sok's regime. Who is Ing Sok's? Ing Sok's regime. I don't know who that is. Yeah. This gets me in trouble too, you all. It does. It does. I think it's all tied together. When Admiral Byrd went there, and then the Roswell, and that book of 1948. And we can't see what's at the Antarctic. It's like it's got a big hole, journey to the center of the earth. That's, okay, well, my comments have totally, yeah. I can't see the comments. Angelica, I'm not going to look that up. Everybody's looking it up. Yeah. So, yeah. Roswell. What's clan? Eyes wide open. I know it says 1984. I'm calling it 1948 because I think that it was deliberately written 1984. And it should have been 1948, but I think they really wrote it like that. That's what I think. That's just my thought. Even though it says 1984. Aliens right there. Bad aliens. They've been controlling everything. And they're upping their game, you all. They're going to up it. And it's not a joke either. Look at that. They got all-seeing eye, NBC. Is NBC the all-seeing eye thing? Right there. Wonder when all those news channels came into being. Do you know when they might have all came? NBC's the Peacock. When did the news channels began? What year? What year did they start to begin? Well, that's around 1940. Yeah, 1940s and stuff. 33. Okay, they've been around for a long, long time. All right, you all. I am going to go. So that's Oceana. Yeah, this is not a video that the algorithm likes one single bit. It's not. It's fine. It's all right. He's got it going on. And we got it all planned out to have it done to your head with the robots and factories just like that. Such a small chip. That's all. So I'm gonna go, and with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your night, you all. Thank you.